Do you read the news on the weekends? Do you watch it? Do you get it in meme form? I think that's how news should be disseminated now. Just make a meme of it and Instagram it to everybody. What's up? I'm Rob. I'm your official vibe coach, your vibe guru uh, here on YouTube. A lot of these people in the comments don't know how to act accordingly. Don't know how, as they used to say, to read the room. The rum, as we call it, here in the great area of New England. Region. Sorry, it's not an area, it's a region. Oh my god. A lot of interesting news. And I had to jump on because if you didn't see what was trending today on the Twitters, then my god, you missed out. Don't worry. I'll catch you up. Phyllis, good evening. How are you doing? How are things? How is everybody? Phyllis, I don't know if you saw what was trending in the news, but look at this. You see a headline like this and you go, my Christ, can it just be? Can it just be? That was trending on Twitter. And then the Pentagon Pizza Index. I don't know if you're deep into these parts of the interwebs like I am, but the old Pizza Index. Hey, what's up, Jacob? Sean, good to see you. The old Pizza Index went into DEFCON. I don't know if 3 is, I don't know, is it higher is worse or is lower worse? I don't know how the Pizza Index works. I'm going to be honest with you, I've only heard of it a few times. But amidst these reports, the Pentagon Pizza Report, the Pentagon Pizza Index sparked some speculation. We're going to talk about it. But first I want to play some audio of Rob, the pizza idea don't work anymore. They made sure of it. They stopped ordering from places nearby at all. Interesting, Jacob. Thank you for catching me up on that. It still sparks some speculation. They released a video of him golfing, but someone discovered it was from June. Are you serious, Sean? I had seen the video of him golfing. I was going to mention it later. Sorry, spoiler alert. That trending. So let's just get into it, folks, because Sean the Great-ish is here. And Jacob, see, this is why I love. Listen, hit that subscribe button, then hit the notification bell. You get notified. You can join me, and just like Jacob, Sean, Phyllis, everybody that's joining the conversation, they're adding to it. This is how news in the GoFundMe way, where it's crowdsourced. I mean, Christ, as much as that sounds funny, and that's kind of what we have to do nowadays. That's really why I love doing this live stream, because you can get information from people in real time. Twitter turned into a Nazi wasteland, so we can't go there anymore for anything trustworthy. But just saw it. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Thank you, Sean. No, I'm just seeing this. Get deep into it. This should be good. This is going to be good. Oh my God, this is good. So here, we'll break it down. Trump is dead, trending on Twitter. Then the Pentagon Pizza Report spikes. And if you don't know what that is, it's a theory. I thought he was on a plane with his granddaughter, Jen Benson. That's another theory that Jen is bringing to the thing. I don't think so. Maybe he was on the Lolita Express going to a little island he likes to maybe or maybe not frequent. Epstein's alive, and they're all going to the island. It was trending. That was a hashtag, so it went viral. And the reason it sparked going viral is because, from what I was watching in the news on the YouTubes, is that Trump had not golfed in 13 days. I just want you to hear the words I'm going to say. So the reason this hashtag started and was trending and then went viral is because our president hadn't golfed in 2 weeks. You know who pays for his golf? We do. That's tax money he's spending. So he hadn't golfed in 13 days or something, and today was going to be the 14th. And something sparked that to think like he has nothing planned on the official White House agenda. If you go look it up, he has nothing planned all weekend. Normally every weekend he's golfing because he don't, he ain't going to work. He ain't putting in them OT hours on the taxpayer dime. He's gonna go and drive around in a golf cart while his caddy throws the ball out closer to the hole for him. So with all of this stuff, the speculation was this that went trending. And then, as Sean the Greatish said, a video got leaked. Said, no, 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 no. You guys, your controversy is crazy. Here's a video of him. They showed a video of old Cankles Mick muffin top tits walking like, it wasn't even a close-up video. It was like him walking behind these like tented area. I don't even know. Looked like, going into a clubhouse or something, probably going to eat a burger again. That steady diet that gives him that absolutely Herculean figure. Anyways, so they released the video. They were like, no, your president's fine, folks. Why don't you just calm it down? Why don't you shut your sauce box, okay? Shut up and be obedient. I'm sure Joe Rogan probably got a phone call. Hey, Joe, we're not going to need you to talk anything about this, okay? Don't even mention this hashtag. So they sent the video out, and, like Charlie Kirk said, trust your government. I'm going to trust my friends in the government. That's what a alt-right asshat named Charlie Kirk said over the Epstein files. I hesitate to. They haven't really... I look at a lot of relationships like this. I say, you got to kind of earn that trust. We can start off on a level playing field, but once you start to degrade the trust, you're going to have to earn it back. And let's just say this White House is, is in the negatives. They've pitched a valley here with the old trustometer, if you want to call it that. And that video, apparently, Sean says, I gotta look this up because I wasn't even on top of all the news. Sean the Greatish, who came in here hot and dotted that. I love it. Trump golf video from June. Let's see. Trump pictured heading. Watch. Make a public appearance after health scare. Where is Trump today? Spotted leaving golf course with family. Hold on. Oh, wait. Trump golf video. Fake. Is Trump dead? Rumors debunked as seen leaving the golf course. Trump caught cheating at golf. Yeah, we know that one. I can't find that yet, but I don't doubt that this White House would use an old video and say, look, he's fine. Here's a video. It's like, show us him in real time, bitches. Do a live stream. Do a presidential live stream. That's what I would do if I was president. Jacob. Nah, he gets a hole in one every time. He's just built different. Him and Kim Jong-un. He descends from the great line of Uns. Fingers crossed, Dino. Good afternoon, Michael. Good to see you. Thank you for the photos in the Discord. And the volcanoes. This is an inside joke, but I'll take the time because it's my live stream. Michael O. and I, I didn't get to reply to you, but he wrote, these are volcanoes out in the Pacific Northwest. And apparently, Spellcheck wants you to spell volcanoes with an ES at the end. I disagree. I think Michael disagreed. I think it looks weird. I think even that's what Michael was saying. But, potatoes, volcanoes, I don't think you need an ES. There should be some things of the language we could just trim, cut, edit, copy, paste, I think we need to update this language. Anyways, so good to see you, Michael. What are we talking? Oh, but I can moderate if you need help. I don't know. I haven't seen the comments. If it starts getting hectic, then yes. 222. I can't. I guess Joe Biden. I love it. Paul Flatley. I guess Joe Biden go to the beach every week and qualified as what? That's your answer to Donald Trump spends your tax money golfing every weekend? What a simple cuck. You are the cuck master beta skibbity toilet head, or whatever the kids say. Lead your own life. Before the end, I want him to be able to be unable to move or speak, but for revenge on all the times he had to put up with his ish. Melania just plays Kamala and Hillary's speeches. Yo, Melania would never do that. She would probably on to her next husband. You know, her and Justin Trudeau. Oh, hold on. All right, let's get back to it. I think the pizza thing? No, I'll show you. Hold on. Not that hard to do when you break the rule. Oh, that's where we were. Lead your life. Yeah, no. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think Melania is not gonna. She's not gonna pity. Lead your own life. You know what? I think 90% of the country has that rage. Yes, seen the video Trump cheating at golf. There's many of them. But this is why I wanted to. This is why I wanted to do this, because I came across this, which was from 2 days ago, and I highly encourage you to follow this story, because you don't see many people. What you see in America right now is a lot of people kowtowing to Donald Trump because he's a petty tyrant. And what that means is he'll see, and this is why I don't understand when people are like, oh, he's for the working class, because I'm like, if you're for the working class, if you're for working people, right, and you're willing to break the law like he has, just like his tariffs, I think a judge, sorry, I don't pay attention to some of the news because some of it's just like, it doesn't matter. He don't listen to the courts. But I think a judge, said his tariffs were done illegally. But at this point, what are we, not almost 9 months in, the tariff damage is done. Small businesses have closed. People have been laid off. Job numbers are horrible. So the tariff damage is done. So if a court's going to go now and say something like, it was done illegally, we got to stop him, like he's done before the courts, he's going to say, you and what army? I control the army. How are you going to stop me? And he don't care. So I make that point because if this was a dude who cared about the economy, cared about the price of eggs, wanted to make things more affordable, wanted to help working people, he would use that same power, that same exercise to just say, I'm going to presidential memo, I'm going to post-it note, president post-it note, universal health care, and say, I don't care if you say it's against the law, I'm pushing it through. I'm pushing through a minimum wage increase. I'm pushing through paid time off. And corporations, you got to figure it out. You got to do it. The president says so. He would do all these things in the name of helping people. This is like a very simple thing because you see him doing it in illegal ways. You see him doing it in cruel and vengeful and petty tyrant ways, but you don't see him like simply raising the minimum wage, which federally up above me in New Hampshire, it's still $7.25. And it's been there since 2009, not even 20. I was going to say 2009. So if this dude's willing to thwart the court, that should be on a t-shirt. Thwart the court. But if this dude's willing to ignore court orders, go against the law, break the law, and then find out later in court cases if he broke the law, deport people with no due process, send people to countries, which I don't think we've ever done in the history. I mean, I think that was literally something written in like the Constitution. Like that's how long ago people were not even considering this. Like, oh shit, they're sending people they deem dissidents overseas. It's like not a thing that's been ever done really in America. But I bring that up because for those people who simply think like, oh, that billionaire Nepo baby who was born into wealth and never had to earn anything in his life and only had failed horribly at many, many things, even bankrupting a casino, and who's always bragged about being so rich and then been a creep and was best friends with Epstein. Like, if you really think that guy has your best interest, why isn't he using this king-like power that he has to do stuff for you? You know, rent freezes, um, like I said, minimum wage, UBI, paid time off, guaranteed sick time. Like, he could do all of that stuff, but he don't care. Because at the end of the day, he's a Nepo baby rich kid who's never had to earn his vacation days or earn his sick days. He just worked for daddy's company. So he don't care about you. So it's good that people like this are standing up to him. That's why it's good that Gavin Newsom is. I'm not saying, like, in a normal society, these people are even good, because some of them have, basically what I'm saying is, like, we don't have Democrats and Republicans. We have Republicans and then Republican light, diet Republicans. We have moved so far to the right that they call you radical for saying, like, hey, just like Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Spain, Portugal, I'm trying to think where else, Israel, like all these like all these different, industrialized nations, we should have universal health care. It should be paid for by our taxes or billionaires' taxes. People are like, whoa, you're radical, you're woke, you're the radical woke mob. They're fucking morons. Hit subscribe, notification bell. I'm Rob. Go live every weekday. Yeah, Danny boy, I am clearly anti-Trump, if you're addressing me. Good, and leave. Anybody who supports Trump, you're anti-American. It's as simple as that. And you support Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. If being anti-American and being a little fashy isn't doing it for you, just the fact that you support a guy who is friends with Epstein, who moved Ghislaine Maxwell to a lower security prison, like, that is a line in the sand for me. Not for you. You're like, hey, the child offenders, whatever. That's what it is. So the reason I talk about all this stuff, right, how Trump's willing to break the law but not for the working person, is because a lot of these companies know that. The corporations, the Tim Apples, what Donald Trump called him, the Amazons, all these fools, all these tyrants that just want their chance to be a corporate technocracy. They all want to rule. Why do you think Tesla and Google and Facebook or Meta all want to create their own towns so they can make their own laws? They want to buy islands so they can make you work and dictate how you live. And some of you that call yourselves libertarians want that, which is fucking beyond me. But, some people are just dumb. But all these corporations support him because they know he'll break the law for them. He'll strip workers of their rights, deregulate, all this stuff. And most politicians will go along with it because who's a politician's boss? I know you think, well, we vote for them, and they're in public service, so they work for us. But you're wrong. The politicians work for the corporations. So us working people need to hit subscribe, build a community, and come together. Because America's better when we have more unions. That's just history. But also, now you're seeing people with some backbone and the rule of law. Sometimes that rule of law is unjust. And we have to address that at a later time. Right now, we got to address the most pressing thing, is that Donald Trump has his own police force that abide by no laws, no borders, and they just go and harass and sometimes do illegal things. And it's good. I don't know who this Larry Krasner is. I don't know his history. But what he's saying right now, we just like the politicians, and the politicians get used by corporations as useful idiots. Like Putin is using Donald Trump. He's a useful idiot for Putin. Sometimes we got to make these people who would normally oppress us and work to strip our rights or fight against us or not give us health care or not raise our wages or not give us parental leave. Sometimes we got to take advantage of when they're saying the right things and team up with them to use them as the useful idiots. But it's good to see a guy talking like this, and every DA should be talking like this. I don't know why they're not. I don't know why there's punk bands out there. You see Ken Casey of the Dropkick Murphys going on stage saying F Trump, no kings here. Clearly, that's what punk is. Punk wasn't like interviewing Reagan. If you think Joe Rogan's like some rebel, just so you know, back when like punk started, they weren't like, oh, we should like really have Reagan on a podcast. Reagan and Thatcher, you know, we should like talk to him and humanize him for the people. Like, that's not what counterculture was. And some of you people out there don't understand that, or maybe don't know that. I mean, I've seen people tweet that they like Rage Against the Machine better when they didn't involve their politics in it. And I go, then you obviously don't know who they are. But I want to play this audio for you because this is good, what this dude's saying.
We're going to go to the courts. We still have courts. Sorry, President Trump. And we are going to bring it to them the same way California has brought it to them, that this is an illegal invasion in many different ways, that is completely unacceptable. But we have another very important tool. And I want the public to hear this, and I want them to understand that you are not alone. And that important tool is called state prosecution. The President of the United States has zero ability to pardon someone who is convicted in state court. This is why he has not pardoned himself for being convicted in state court of 34 felonies by my, I would say reform prosecutor colleague in Manhattan. This is why he hasn't done that. So if what you have is a group of ICE agents, or you even have the military coming into Philadelphia and they're committing crimes, they're committing assaults that are illegal, homicides that are illegal, they're kidnapping people, they're engaging in unlawful restraint, which is a crime in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. They're obstructing the administration of justice. If you have people coming in, military, ICE, whoever it is, acting beyond their legal authority, they can be prosecuted, assuming they commit crimes, in state court. And they cannot be pardoned by the president, which means they get to tell a Philadelphia jury exactly why it is that they thought they could invade this city, and they get to bear the consequences, whether they are handcuffs, a jury trial, or a jail sentence. That's what they get to bear. I ain't backing down. Frankly, I'm a little tired of some of my, elected Democratic colleagues for not standing up, but I really do want to commend those profiles in courage. We've seen Governor Pritzker organize a group of governors to resist this fascistic nonsense. We've seen.
So that's a good DA right there. Good DA. Spelling it out proper, saying, ICE comes into town and holding people against their will, kidnapping people, assaulting people. We're going to arrest them. And I say, I can't wait to see it. Film that shit. This dude, and somebody said it's simple intentions. ICE is violating human rights. But you had a better comment before. He's going to be 6 feet under pretty soon. He is. He can't live forever. And for all you people who are like, Joe Biden's old, guess what? I hate to break the news to you. Donald's not much younger. I don't even think he's younger. And that was the speculation because it was trending on Twitter. Mark Warren says, thank God for Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. Weird, creepy, but some people are proud of it. I don't know, Mark. I would say, people, watch your kids around him. Other Mark Scott, says Trump knows he's not getting in heaven. Yeah, he's been talking about it. He said he's low on the totem pole. I say, that dude really doesn't read the Bible. 2 years younger doesn't mean much after 70. Yeah, and I would say we need to make it a law. Nobody over the retirement age gets to run for president or senator or Congress, or no politician over the retirement age. I'd like it 55, retirement age and politicians running age. But, Donald has such a fragile ego. And so there was a bunch of speculation talking about 6 feet deep that the Pentagon Pizza Index was looking at spike times. This is from recently. And if you don't know about this, they rate how many unprecedented late night deliveries happen, and then something happens from the Pentagon. So between the Pentagon and this trending on Twitter, there was a lot of speculation. Gross. Look at that. Epstein's best friend. I mean, if you had someone in your life that wore that much makeup, wouldn't you just go all natural? Just, what are you hiding? What are you hiding? A gross soul? what could you be hiding in there? But this dude, this DA, love to see it. Proud of having some family close to Philly. Proud of the city of Philly. Proud to see some people standing up. And this is why, like, for those of you who hear me bash Trump and then bring up Biden, I'm not a Democrat. Never been, never will be. The Democrats are diet Republicans. They're Republican light. They're all right wing. We have no true left in this country, so we got to do it on our own, folks. No one's coming to save you. William, we aren't crying, we're mad, and MAGA will pay. Yeah. Well, that's the thing you're hearing now. You know, these maggots that are ICE, there's no way you're ICE and not a maggot. You know, and I don't see too many women or black folks as ICE in the videos that I've seen. And it's about time that, you know, they be held to account. Because, I don't know. I just find it ironic that these people that were all against masks because it suffocated their freedom or whatever, you know, they didn't want to wear a mask. And now they're pretty okay wearing masks. They're a bunch of punks, they're cowards, they're scumbags, they're doing dirty work of a dictator. And people need to be held to account, you know? You can't just bust through the courts, bust through the laws, bust through the Constitution, bust through due process and have nothing happen, no accountability. I mean, I get it. America's kind of set that standard for anybody of wealth, but it's up to us, really. We determine that. And when you see these people in the chat or people in your neighborhood or people online saying, we love this, you know, fat, old, swollen, orange, muffin top ankle, soulless, vapid, petty tyrant. When you see them saying that, just know they say, we love that he was friends with Epstein. That's what you tell them. You say, oh, so you love Epstein's best friend. So you love that he let Ghislaine Maxwell go out of that prison to a camp. You love that. You love endangering our streets. You know, make them own what the fuck they're saying. Make them own it. You love that America doesn't have due process, and let them cop to it. Some of them will. You know, they'll just say, that's right, I think we should have a king. And then you know they had daddy issues. The dad didn't hug him. Not once. The dad didn't hug him. They got that big old dad hole in their hat. And you know what? Donald Trump is that skibbity, rizma, beta cuck alpha thing that they're searching for. That's the void that's filling their heart hole. You know, Donald Trump is filling their heart hole. He's just pounding away on it with his little fashy authoritative ways, telling them, don't worry, I'm the vision of a strong man you think I am. That's, of course, he's so strong that they can't even put his real body on his NFT and digital playing cards. I mean, they're just jokes. You know, there's nothing serious about these people. Pastor Susan, what a little sad man. You're right. Donald Trump is a little sad man. He is. Oh, the kittens. The kittens. And that's the other thing. Like, some of these morons think immigration has anything to do with the economy. You're dumb. CEOs, corporations, the Jeff Bezos, they're the reason they keep your pay little, keep you working more, perpetuate grind culture, don't give you, you know, paid time off, have to earn your vacation. You know, they're the reason our economy sucks. You know how we got a bunch of layoffs? We've hit historic layoffs. The last time we had this bad layoffs, it was during Trump's last presidency. And do you know why? Because not because illegal immigrants are coming in and taking CEOs' jobs and firing everyone, but because the CEOs are firing everyone. I wish you guys, when I see those take our country back, I wish you would understand Donald Trump has always owned this country with his other Nepo elite baby friends. These corporations, these wealthy billionaires have always owned it. And that's who we need to take it back from, okay? It's not the immigrants. They don't own all the businesses and the companies. They're not doing the layoffs. They're not setting the laws or the wages or the universal health cares. So stop being stupid. You know, your hatred and racism is showing. as some say. Chief, try again tomorrow, asshat. Thank you, Chief. Good to see you, Chief. But that's what I was playing. The Philly DA. That's what I wanted to come on and show you guys. Because it's good. And this is what I said the other night. If you hit subscribe and notification bell, what I said the other night was the reason so many people follow Donald Trump blind, going like this, you know, I hear nothing, I see nothing, and I'll say nothing, is because he just don't give an F. He has no remorse, he has no conscience, he has no backbone, no soul, no muscles. For all you alpha males, that's why you put somebody else's body on his head on somebody else's body. Because you know, he's a tubby tub. He's an old tubby tub. Tubby McTickles. That's what someone should do. That would be funny as fuck. I just, like, you seen Baron run up to him and start tickling him. And then he had a heart attack. Anyways, yep, we pay for Donald's golfing. But the good thing about people starting to speak up, like Newsom, like this DA, like the Dropkick Murphys, release the Epstein files. Thank you. Please do it. You know who doesn't do it? People who are in them. You know who would release them? People who don't care. They're like, I'm not in them. Why would I care? Release them. But the people who really need help are the Trumpers, because you guys are going to pay. It's like when after World War II, when all them suspect Germans went down to Argentina. I got a feeling we're going to have a lot of them kind of Americans that were anti-American around here, you know? But the more people speak out and they have someone to lead, that's why the Democrats are just garbage. They're Republican light. They're not only not standing up to this, but they're allowing it. They're doing nothing to get in the way, even little things, you know? And they're spineless, just like Donald Trump is, you know? You seen him, Putin, clapping, rolling out the red carpet. It was spineless. As soon as he sees a real dictator, he's like, oh, give me notes, give me notes. I'm just kidding. Putin probably has tapes on him or something. But yeah, so it's good to see him standing up, speaking out, saying, because, you know, if he says, you send ICE to my town and I see them tossing people on the ground and kidnapping people, I'm going to have my cops arrest them. Guess what? Other DAs will start saying that. And then guess what? ICE is going to have to think twice if it's not just a crowd of people that aren't armed and they can, you know, manhandle around or toss or kidnap or whatever, and it's other cops. If they send the cops in, the militarized cops, to say, hey, you can't just abuse citizens like that, then, you know, then we'll see how it goes. No kings, no tyrants, no masters. 100% James Riggs. Thank you. Oh, these people are so sad and dumb. You know, that's the other reason why I really fight for investing in schools, giving teachers more money, higher education, because I see some of your comments and guys, you're stupid. You're stupid. Some of you are just stupid. And you haven't been told that. Like when you say stuff like they're not citizens, you should look it up. There's been a lot of citizens that have been arrested and manhandled. You should look it up, really. Maybe you can't read. I think they have dictation apps where it can read you the news. And we're not living in the 90s when I grew up and you had to walk to the library and look up Encyclopedia Britannica. We're talking about you got the world at your fingertips. Stop using it to look up Tucker Carlson. Jesus Christ. He's just a mouthpiece for billionaires. Come on, guys, get your head out of your ass. We can do this. We can make this world amazing. Like, we have enough food to feed people. We have enough houses to house people. We got, Christ, there's enough money to go around. If you're worried about an illegal immigrant, well, just an immigrant, because I don't know what tribe you're from, but I'm pretty sure we're all fucking illegal. But if you're worried about an immigrant taking your job, I've got some news for you. Elon Musk, he just tanked Tesla stock, and they gave him a $29 billion pay package. So if you're worried about the share of the money going somewhere, it's not the people making the least. It's the Jeff Bezos, it's the Donald Trumps, it's the Elon Musk. They're taking and they're hoarding it. They're not putting it back in your local businesses. You guys like to support local businesses, don't you? You always cry to that too. Well, guess what? Elon Musk is hoarding billions of dollars and he's not spending it at your favorite pizza place. He's not going to your local Blockbuster. That's still a thing, right? No? He's not going to your local Redbox. He's not going to your grocery store. These people are hoarding. They're sitting on like that dragon that sits on all the gold. They're sitting on it, not recirculating it, not putting it back into the economy. They're just wasting it. So some of these people are just dumb and they need to be told that, you know, that's why I'm here. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. I go live every weekday. Sometimes on the weekends, I'm here. I wanted to play that audio for you. Link down below. Why are you lying about Tesla stock? Hope, are you a moron? Did you not see what Elon Musk did over the 6 months he was in the government? Like, this is what I mean. It's like you don't even acknowledge reality. Full on stupid. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Like a goober, you know what I mean? And not like the good goobers, like the chocolate peanuts. Like a foolish goober. You know, like someone would probably say to you, not I, but somebody would say, shut your sauce box, shut up and be obedient. You know, this is why you like Trump, because he just says whatever and you go, oh, yes, sir, sounds good. I don't want to read anything that hurts the old mind mushroom. Some of these people, he's so fucking stupid. I'm surprised you know how to work this fucking keyboard. I'm seriously surprised you could type. Oh, man. But guys, so I linked that down below. I'm surprised and curious why Portland hasn't been targeted. Yeah, this is, well, you know, never say never. We can only hope that, you know, old Father Time cracks the whip sooner than later. And who knows, maybe he is gone. We don't know. Is the video real? Is it all real? For those people who are still Republicans in this day and age, I pity you. You know, they just want you working 24/7. They want you working in coal mines with no rights, no paid time off. Oh, what suckers. I couldn't imagine, you know, simping this hard for a billionaire. I just couldn't. I know some of you do and you brag about it. I seen a guy on Twitter said he was reposted by Donald Trump and Elon Musk, and I thought he must have kids that he tells about all the time and they must hate him. Either that or he doesn't have kids. Oh my God. That's funny. Now for the family that's here, the people who have hit subscribe and the notification bell, I want to take a moment to show you something. Show you something beautiful. Well, hold on. Have you seen this? Trump is dead is trending on X, and it says that someone made this meme. That's not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you this. Look at that little cutie. Look at that little cutie. Isn't that adorable? Tyrannosaur, again, you moron. It's okay. You guys don't understand what I'm saying. If the stock is up 55%, but it dropped 70%, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know you just got to go, I love you, Elon. Please pick me. You're the pick me. That's what the kids do say. Yeah, Tesla is, when does that EV, the thing Trump eradicated, the EV credit? Last Blockbuster is still open and doing well in Bend, Oregon. I seen a video on that, Michael. So yes, I was wrong. See, they're not spending at your local Blockbuster. I'm gonna have to do a trip out there just to go to the last Blockbuster Get some merch. Tyrannosaur, how does it feel to be a simp for people that absolutely despise you? You know, Donald Trump called you a weakling and stupid. Randy, you can look it up. The 29 billion pay package was authorized by his little board of members. The pay package previous to that was fought in court because it was so much. Things aren't great, Jeb. And people got duped. Do you guys not pay attention? Have you not seen the farmers, all these people saying this? Did you not see Joe Rogan, Andrew Schultz brag about getting him elected and then going, this isn't what I voted for? Because he's a liar. He's a pathological liar. And that's my whole point. America's horrible. But if you thought a Nepo baby, rich kid, failed everything owner, bankrupted a casino, pathological liar, Epstein's best friend, if you thought he was going to get us out of this mess, like, you're proving how stupid you are. So what I'm saying is America is good, but I already went over this in the beginning of the video. If he cared about you, he would push up the minimum wage. He would make paid time off guaranteed. He would make sick time guaranteed. He could do all these things and just ignore the courts, and he's doing none of it. I'm trying to show you this, but you guys just, you know, you're like, I love you guys all stay. Stack's dad, loves Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. You know, you love making our communities more dangerous. You love that criminalizing homelessness costs us more, but just giving them houses costs us less. Historically, it's just economics, like you guys like to say. But you guys don't care because most of you have some kind of racist hatred, hole-sized heart, dad hole. Donald Trump's filling the dad hole in your heart. That's what it is. I'm going to figure out how to say it because that's what he's doing. You guys want a strong authoritarian figure to let you know things will be okay under my watch, even though he's been proven to be a liar. So it's just sad. And I see the cope. A lot of you guys puffing on the copium because it's hard for you to realize that. But don't worry. His time's coming. All of our time is coming, you know, and you'll see. They do have serious dad issues. It's sad. All right, guys, so I wanted to play that for you. And then for the family members, for the people who are trying to make America a good place to live again, meaning healthcare, no Uber instead of ambulance, paid time off, no earned sick leave. I can't believe you have to earn your sick time in this country. Treating nurses, doctors, first responders, people that save our lives with respect, respecting scientists. You know, the people who really want higher education for our kids, want our kids to be smarter, want our kids to have free education, those people I share with this. I shared this for you. Little baby kitty. All right, guys. Chief. Oh, listen, $4.99. Critical hit. That's a cute meme. Thank you for the super chat. Listen, I appreciate you. I hope you've hit subscribe and the notification bell. I am here every weekday and sometimes on the weekends. Chief, CJ, good to see you. Sean, the great-ish. I love that name. Phyllis, Lead Your Own Life, everybody that was in here. I appreciate you guys. Laura, I moved to Louisiana. My tribe and reservation are here. These poor lemmings, all the big, beautiful dealers cut off another red state from all the charity they get. Yeah, it's sad, but we got to keep planting seeds. Keep planting seeds. Keep trying to wake these people up. You know, they've been duped, and it's our country's left to us. Well, and that DA who is, you know, saying it. So hit like, subscribe, notification bell. Much love to you. Have a great night. And look at that cute little kitty. I gotta go see the little kitties. CJ, hope you have a great night. Chief, thank you so much. Much love, respect. Be good to one another.